Ready? Please report on certification of elections and qualification of council member Hale and George.
It is my pleasure to report that the Middlesex County Board of Elections has certified the election of Philip George and Matthew Hale, excuse me, I have a head cold, as members of the Borough Council of the Borough of Highland Park. Once they are subscribed to the oath of office and allegiance, they're qualified to assume their duly elected positions on the governing board.
Oath of allegiance will be administered to council member elect Hale by our own Senator Diane, and followed by the message from Senator Booker, our federal senator.
My running mates, Rob and Sterling, cannot be here tonight. Surprise, surprise, they both aren't feeling it.
Wait 1 second. We're trying to find the Torah.
Matt.
Oh, it's already there.
Oh, it says Ed Herman.
Senator.
Fantastic. Came right in. Right.
Thank you. There we go. Ready?
Yep.
I
Matthew Hale,
do solemnly affirm
solemnly affirm
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially, and justly perform all the duties
of
of the office of councilman
councilman
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
I do further solemnly affirm
I do further solemnly affirm
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the State of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith
and that I will bear true faith
and allegiance
and allegiance to the same
and to the governments established in the United States
and to the governments established in the United States
and in this state under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people.
Congratulations.
Thank you.
Welcome back.
Thank you very much.
And now we'll have a congratulatory message from Senator Booker.
Okay, one moment, Mayor, thank you.
Sure.
Practice this earlier, hopefully, second time's the charm. Not so much.
Hello, everyone. This is Senator Cory Booker, and I'm honored to say a few words as your local leaders are sworn in. I want to take a moment really to offer my congratulations to those who have stepped up to serve their community. Look, my time as mayor taught me that the local government really is the foundational stones of our democracy. Your constituents have trusted you with their hopes and their needs and even their American dream. I look forward to collaborating with you in this term and your term ahead to help your community flourish. I look forward to partnering with you, and I'm excited about what you will accomplish in your role. Congratulations, and I will say this finally, our country needs healing. It needs people that will help to redeem the dream. It needs people to remind us that we are not left or right, that we are a people called to move forward, to bring people together. More than ever, may we unify and remind people that we have common cause and common purpose, that we are a great nation whose hallmark is e pluribus unum. Thank you, not just for stepping up, not just for the role that you are going to swear an oath, to embody. But I want to thank you for being great patriots, for protecting our heritage, and for making for better days for our state, our nation, and this world. Thank you.
And now I have the pleasure of swearing in our own Judge Herman. And just want a little note that he has been serving since 2002 here in Highland Park.
2001.
Oops, I stand corrected, since 2001.
The judge will always correct.
Can't go against that one, right?
Out of order.
I
I, Edward Herman,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly perform
and justly perform
all the duties
all the duties
of the office of
of the office of
Highland Park Municipal Court Judge
Highland Park Municipal Court Judge
according to the best of my abilities.
according to the best of my ability.
I do further solemnly swear
I do further solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution
that I will support the Constitution
of the United States
of the United States
and the Constitution
and the Constitution
of the State of New
of
Jersey,
the State of New Jersey,
that I will bear true faith
that I will bear true faith
and allegiance to the same
and allegiance to the same
and to the government established
and to the governments
in the
established
United States
in the United States
and in this state
and in this state
under the authority of the people.
under the authority of the people. So help me God.
Congratulations.
25 years.
Definitely master Just a quick reminder, we have two council members that was elected, but Councilmember George is under the weather. And there might be a few questions. Attorney Sharon, can you just bring us all up to speed of how the process works?
It would be my pleasure. First things first, Happy New Year to everyone. It's wonderful to see everyone here tonight. For the council member elect George, he will be sworn in once he is back, and I anticipate that's going to be fairly soon. In the meantime, during the course of tonight's proceedings, there'll be several appointments of council members to various committees as liaisons and members of the library board. Obviously, council member elect George will be, his name is on those lists for the time period. Those positions will be marked as vacant. Once he's sworn in, he'll reassume those positions. And like I said, I anticipate that occurring fairly soon. So I hope that clarifies it. Thank you.
Thank you. Okay. Call to order open public meeting statement. This meeting is called to order in accordance with the Open Public Meeting Act. Notice of this meeting was provided to the Home News Tribune, the Star Ledger, and the Highland Park Planet on December 17th, 2025, and was posted on Borough Hall website at www.hbborough.com and on the bulletin board of Borough Hall, 221 South 5th Avenue, Highland Park, New Jersey, and has remained continuously posted as required by law. Fire exits are to my right and left of council chambers. Judge Herman, could you lead us in the Pledge of Allegiance?
Pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Roll call.
Mayor Foster.
Yes.
Councilmember George. Councilmember Hill.
Here.
Councilmember Hirsch.
Happy New Year to you.
Councilmember Kim Cho Han.
Here.
Councilmember Pistonik.
I am here.
Councilmember Vargas.
Here.
Borough Attorney Renaud.
Here.
And Borough Administrator Hoover.
Here. Okay. I call for the nomination of Council President for 2026.
I'd like to nominate Second.
Who are you nominating?
Sorry. I just got sworn in. How do I? No, I'd like to nominate Stephanie Kim Chohan, and if I can, I'd like to say a couple words. If that's all right.
Okay. Can you say?
And I would second.
Okay.
Can I say some words about Stephanie?
Absolutely.
So my first memory of Stephanie was actually a failure. On my first council meeting, she tried to show me how to use Instagram.
Snapchat.
I have no idea how to use it, and I've never used it since. But Stephanie, since then, it has been success after success, and so I just wanted to mention a couple of things about Stephanie. Stephanie is smart. Her banking background is such an asset when we come to budget and finance and taxes. And she's regularly talking about lowering taxes. So that's a wonderful thing. Stephanie is tough. Every time you bounce an idea off her, you better be prepared to back it up. She will ask questions until you get it right. Stephanie connects with people. I think she knows most, if not all, of the political people in Middlesex County, and that is nothing but good for Highland Park. She's prepared, and she pushes every single one of us to be prepared. She gives us info, she gives us feedback, and that's a great role as council president. Stephanie never forgets. And that can be a little scary sometimes because make sure that we're all on the same page. What we said before, we say again. So with those things, I just think she's a fantastic choice for council president. And then Ocean is one lucky little dude to have such a great mom. So with that, I nominate Stephanie Kim Chohan for council president.
Thank you. That was beautiful. Nomination? No. Okay. Okay. Now that the nomination is closed, may I have a roll call?
Councilmember Hale,
Yes.
Councilmember Hirsch,
Yes.
Councilmember Kim Cho Han,
Yes.
Councilmember Pistonik,
Yes.
and Councilmember Vargas.
Yes.
And at this time, I'm going to ask Senator Dykeman to swear in our newly elected council president. You want somebody to hold? Come on, Jason.
Jason has been drafted. I
I, Stephanie Kim Chohan,
do solemnly swear
do solemnly swear
that I will faithfully,
that I will faithfully,
impartially,
impartially,
and justly
and justly
perform all the duties
perform all the duties
of the office of council president
of the office of council president
according to the best of my ability.
according to the best of my ability.
I do further solemnly swear
I do further solemnly swear
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
that I will support the Constitution of the United States
and the Constitution of the state of New Jersey,
and the Constitution of the state of New Jersey,
and that I will bear true faith and allegiance to the same,
and I will bear true
faith
faith and allegiance to the same,
and to the governments
and to the government
established in the United States
established in the United States
and in this state,
and in this state,
under the authority of the people,
under the authority of the people.
so help me God.
So help me God.
Let me just say something, I can't help myself. Whenever I come to Highland Park, I always say, this is what America is all about. This is the most inclusive community in the state of New Jersey, and I am just so proud to represent you, and I am so proud that you allowed me to the honor to swear you in tonight. God bless all of you.
Thank you so much. And just so you know, I just want to acknowledge a few of our members that are here to support us from the county level. We have Sheriff Millie Scott, that's in the audience. Commissioner Chanel McCollum. And Commissioner Charlie Kenny. I thank you all so much for your continued support and to helping Highland Park with all these projects, which I'm going to talk about later. And some of you are very happy, some of you are not very happy with us with all the road construction, but construction is a healthy thing. But I do want to say thank you to the county and to our senators for their continued support. And now I'm going to move into our regular scheduled meeting. Okay. Resolution requiring separate readings. Clerk, may I have a motion to adopt the following 1-26 resolution to adopt the rules of order.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Hale,
Yes.
Councilmember Hirsch,
Yes.
Council President Kim Cho Han,
Yes.
Councilmember Pistonik,
Yes.
Councilmember Vargas.
Yes.
May I have a motion to adopt a resolution? Oh, I did that already. Roll call, we did roll call. It's a new one. Oh, may I have a motion to adopt resolution 1-26-02? To adopt the mission statement of the Borough of Highland Park.
So moved. Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Hale,
Yes.
Councilmember Hirsch,
Yes.
Council President Kim Cho Han.
Yes.
Councilmember Pistonik,
Yes.
Councilmember Vargas.
Yes.
May I have a motion to adopt 1-26-03? To adopt 2026 municipal water and sewer temporary budgets.
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Hale,
Yes.
Councilmember Hirsch,
Yes.
Council President Kim Cho Han.
Yes.
Councilmember Pistonik,
Yes.
Councilmember Vargas.
Yes.
And now I move to the consent agenda resolution. May I ask council members if they have anything that they would like to have separated out on this consent agenda for separate vote?
No, Mayor.
Seeing none, may I have a motion to adopt the following consent agenda items 9A through 9L?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Hale,
Yes.
Councilmember Hirsch,
Yes.
Council President Kim Cho Han.
Yes.
Councilmember Pistonik,
Yes.
Councilmember Vargas.
Yes.
Okay. Number 10, appointment of the following. ADA Coordinator Scott Brescher. May I have a motion to confirm to appoint ADA Coordinator Scott Brescher and Library Board Trustee Rep. Phil George?
So moved.
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Hale,
Yes.
Councilmember Hirsch,
Yes.
Council President Kim Cho Han.
Yes.
Councilmember Pistonik,
Yes.
Councilmember Vargas.
Yes.
Mayor's appointment. Arts Commission, Irene Rivera, Sonia Elefante, Amanda Rooms, Mina Zamora. Board of Health, Laura Cornfield, Jesse Carson, Jennifer Prey, Adilo, Kathleen Smith, Health Inspector, Paramus Dinga, Health Inspector, Annette Sabino, Secretary, Ethan Schoolman, Board of Ed Rep. Community Development Block Grant, Deborah Morgan, Tara Canavera, Terry Hover, Stephanie King Johan, County Rep. Universal Access, Diane Feldman, Pat McKenna, Scott Brescher, ADA Coordinator, Lieutenant David Soden, Police Rep, Dan Beatty, Board of Ed Rep. Community Emergency Response Team, Bruce Nader, Susan Winter, Anne Shirley White, Cheryl White, Adolfo Giuliani, Nancy Wolf, Alyssa Kaplan, Pamela Paxton, Brian Dush, Suzanne Arney, H. James Polos, Lieutenant Culver, Police Rep, Sergeant Gavatano Colombo, Police Rep. Council on Aging, Romana Rosa, Elliot Feinreich, and Ann Shook. Emergency Management Council, Police Chief Abrams, Norm Shammy, William Himes, Scott Brescher, Lester Jones, Terry Jover, Kim McGrath, Christina Suka, Michael Rezerkowitz, and Nancy Wolf. Employee Committee, Kim McGrath, Michael Zerkowitz, Police Chief Richard Abrams, Detective Brian O'Mara, Jennifer Smith Mullins, Terry Hover, Edward Carson, Janet Morris, Jacqueline Vasquez, Norm Shammy, Jake Collin, and Ethics Board Chris Rasmussen, Historical Commission, Andrea Nevada O'Connor, Grisla Stola, Daria Stola, Donald Beethan, Tom Glenn, Neil Finn, Christopher Rasmussen, Christine Soka, Superintendent of Schools, and Jennifer Santiago. Teen Advisory, Harry Glazer. Highland Park Wellness Committee, Dr. Patricia Whitley Williams, Dr. Elliot Frank, Dr. Kern L.B. Aries, Dr. Bruce Fisher, Ashton Burrell, Pastor Greg McCollum, McClendon, Hayden Singh, Dr. Norma Bowe, Father Abram Lota, Josh Pazensky, Dr. Clifton Lacey, Sergeant Galatamo Palumbo, Eric Gonzalez, Ruth Byers. Elena Bone, Elizabeth Asamosa, Board of Education Rep. Municipal Alliance, Mayor Elsie Foster, Phil George, Detective Brian O'Meara, Christina Soka, Elizabeth Asamosa, Karen Lane, Ashton Burrell, Irene Marks, Kim McGraw, Hayden Sun, Veer Patrick. Public Information Commission, Lauren Cornfeld, Meg Stevens, Kane Cohen, Lisa Moss, Jennifer Voorhees, Olivia G. Park, Ann Verdeman, Board of Ed Representative. Recreation Advisory Committee, Kathy Pace, Andrea Alexander, Alex Duncan, Judy Davis, Linda Schill. Rehabilitation and Screening Committee, Rebecca Hirsch, Main Street Highland Park, Wolfram Huffer, ZAB, Rebecca Hand, Planning Board, Zoning Board, that's what I was trying to figure out, Zoning Board. Rent Control, Diane Ray, Landlord, Lucinda Hope, Tenant, Dr. Heather Petrie, Owner Occupier. Safe Walking and Cycling Committee, Aaron Connie, Jennifer Stray, Tracy Maiden, Sean Meehan, Peter Bolton, William Winfrey, Trish Sanchez, Eric Kelly, Nathan Cohn, Ellie Levi Goldberg, Lieutenant David Soden, Police Department Rep. Shade Tree Advisory Committee, Roseanne Baruch, Paul Sowers, Karen Swain, Melanie McDermott, Andy Warren, Marcia Schiffman, Rain Robb, Sustainable Highland Park, Paul Sowers, Irene Reiner, Malia Pishu, Cherie Niece Todd, Rose De Lorenzo, Irene Marks, Claudia Farber, Mark Lesker, Christopher Perez, Lisa Moss. May I have a motion to confirm?
So moved. Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Hill,
Yes.
Councilmember Hirsch,
Yes.
Council President Kim Cho Han,
Yes.
Councilmember Pistonik,
Yes, and thank you to all these amazing volunteers for stepping up to serve our towns.
Councilmember Vargas.
Yes.
Appointment to the following, mayor's appointment to the following: Environmental Commission, Mark Lesko, Human Relations Commission, Dr. Moshe Melick, Lori Stevenson, Patrolman Brian Fitzgerald, Nicole Longostoria Santos, Board of Ed Representative, Library Board of Trustees, Jalen Darden, Ari Glazer, Mayor Designee, Michelle Rodriguez, HB Schools. Planning Board, Matthew Hale, Class 3, Scott Brescher, Class 2, Adric Millay, Class 1, Adaria Chaudhry, Class 5. And that one needs no confirmation. And now it's time for the state of the borough address. Just want to start off again by thanking everyone and wishing everyone a wonderful 2026 and that everything will go well. As I alluded to earlier about some of the happenings on our avenue and on our streets in town. And I'm going to start off with Upper Raritan, the newest project that we started. In responding to many comments from the borough residents over the past few years and reflecting the new year for advocacy with the state of New Jersey government, the borough welcomes the New Jersey Department of Transportation work to revise the traffic flow and traffic patterns between 6th Avenue and Broad Hill Avenue. We realize that this traveled route will take a while to adapt, and people will take some time to adapt to the new traffic patterns. But please keep in mind that our goal here is to decrease dangerous driving and save life. As this stretch of road has been recognized by the state of New Jersey as a problem, and many of you know it's a serious problem. And I want to this time thank Terry for her advocacy in working with me and with many of council members to make sure that we got the DOT to look at this particular patch of road, because it has been a problem for us for a while. Senator Dykeman has been instrumental in setting up meetings with the commissioner to make sure that this road gets the adequate attention it needs. And it has taken some time. We are in phase 1. There's much more to go. So please bear with us as the traffic pattern has changed in this area. We will continue to do more improvements and more road monitoring. Thank you. And now I'm going to talk about a lot of roads tonight. South 3rd Avenue. We're grateful for the dozens of residents who participated in the community meeting on Monday, December 15th, to review and discuss the final concept plans for South 3rd Avenue Plaza. John Revidu, design director at Arterial, the borough design consultant, presented the final concepts. Then Terry Jover, our administrator, invited residents to offer suggestions or ask questions. We received feedback such as pervious versus impervious coverage, bicycle parking, volumes, types of trees that will cover the scape, handicap accessibility, automotive access to South 4th Avenue, the suggested layout of the farmers market, and the overall flexibility of the space, and much, much more questions was asked. At this time, I would like to thank Councilmember Hale for his continuing effort to drive this project as we move forward. Woodbridge Avenue Road Project. I want to thank all residents, business owners, staff, visitors to our town for their patience as we continue to work on the project on Woodbridge Avenue. The project is going to take a little bit more time, and I'm happy for where we are with getting the much needed improvements on Woodbridge Avenue. It's been a number of years to get this infrastructure project improvement done. The borough has worked in partnership with the county, and the county has been a great partner in helping us to get the road milled. As you can see, I know it's an inconvenience, but the milling needs to happen, the water relining needs to happen, and it's a great partnership between the borough and the county to get the much needed road improvement done. Once completed, we will be installing additional streetscape enhancement, including updated banners, new street furniture to further beautify the corridor. Thank you, Terry and Ritusha, for your hard work on this. And just to break it up a little bit, something that I was really excited about this year. This year we had One Book, One Town series. Congratulations to the Highland Park Public Library for hosting a successful One Book, One Town event focused on the theme in the book, The Heaven and Earth Grocery Store by Jane McBride. In the fall, which we brought scores of readers together for discussions, cultural activities, and much more. This series was supported by the Highland Park Human Relations Commission, a grant from the Borough's Park Partner Program, and additional support from the Friends of the Library. Thank you, librarian Natalie Levine, who coordinated the series, Council Liaison to the Human Relations Commission, Jason Postelnik, and Council Liaison to the Library, Councilmember Phil George. Highland Park Police, Councilmember Phil George. Moving on to my next subject, Highland Park Police promotion. In December, we celebrated promotion of 2 long-serving Highland Park Police Department officers, Lieutenant Jason Culver and Sergeant Sean Bradley. As they were sworn into their And we also swore a new officer into their role, Officer Luis Rivera. Police Chief Abrams highlighted Lieutenant Culver and Sergeant Garrity years of service to Highland Park. Lieutenant Culver has demonstrated an exceptional dedication to his department since he began his career here in Highland Park in 2002, serving first as patrol sergeant, county SWORD team member, detective Borough commander, and OEM coordinator. Since joining the department in 2006, Sergeant Garrity has spent the majority of his time in the patrol division, primarily on the midnight shift, working to keep the borough safe during our overnight hours. He is a certified fatal crash investigator, a strong advocate for DUI enforcement, exemplified by his multiple MAAD Award of Excellence for outstanding work in identifying and stopping impaired drivers. Thank you, Police Chief Abrams and Councilmember Phil George on your work in keeping us all safe. Department of Public Works. Also in December, the borough introduced a bond ordinance that, coupled with additional grants funded from the state, secured funds for the necessary purchase of our much-needed heavy-duty vehicles for the Department of Public Works fleet, which includes a new garbage truck, specialized equipment such as a backhoe, an electrical loader, and a bucket truck. These vehicles will support the daily operation, improve service and reliability, and modernize the borough fleet equipment for long-term efficiency. I would want to say thank you to Council President Kim Chauhan, Chair of the Finance Committee, for making this all happen, and also Council Member Matthew Hirsch for making, Chair of Public Safety, for making this happen. He's been a strong advocate for these equipment. We hear it all the time from him. Highland Park Arts Commission. We also had a lot of remarkable activities in 2025 by our boards, commission, and committees. The efforts of the two groups led to an outstanding performance, Learn and Create series by the Highland Park Arts Commission, and transition in leadership to two very active new leaders of the Arts Commission and the Highland Park Historical Commission, receiving 2 Middlesex County grants and holding the Lenape Indian Lifeway presentation. It was a great presentation. And for those who don't know, the Lenape Indians over Albany Street Bridge, that's where they used to be in that area. So that was really a good presentation. I learned a lot. I want to thank the Chair of Arts and Recreation, Councilmember Norma Vargas, for her work, her hard work in putting this through and making it all possible. Thank you. With that said, this is just a short synopsis of what the council members have been working on in 2025. For a complete review of the scope of work that they did in 2025, please go to the Borough webpage, look at their portfolio, and you'll get a complete synopsis of all the work that they've put in over the years. They've worked a lot, but this is just a quick highlight. I want to thank you all for being here tonight, and wishing you all a happy and prosperous new year. And that's my report. Okay, and now it's time for public discussion. We'll have 15 minutes, 3 minutes per speaker. From persons attending in person will be heard first, followed by those on Zoom. Please step to the microphone, name and address.
Good evening, Mayor, council members, august persons in attendance. It's a pleasure to all the good things about the town. My name is Alan Liebman. I live at 119 North 7th Avenue in Highland Park. I've lived in town since 1985, in this house for the last 25 years. In the spirit of the mayor's very interesting and helpful pronouncements about road work, road condition, and road safety, I'd like to address my comments to another aspect of road safety, and that is the enforcement of our traffic laws in this town. This is the third time in the last year I've appeared before the council to offer comments in this vein. The last time I was here, I had a very nice conversation with Police Chief Abrams, but I've seen nothing come of it. If anything, to my observation, the situation in town is worse than it was last year. So there are 2 or 3 problems I want to identify and then one solution I would propose. The obvious solution. The problems. Drivers in this town treat stop signs as yields. It was true the first 2 times I spoke. Every time I walk around town, walk my dog, walk to New Brunswick to take classes, or just drive, it's reaffirmed to me that it's, if anything, it's worse. Drivers on the north side where we live roll through the stop sign at Abbott and 8th and just come out into the intersection, ignoring crosswalks in the process, in addition to ignoring stop signs. I've seen that happen on the south side, on 4th, and some of the bigger avenues, 4th and 5th. I don't know about the triangle, those streets are pretty narrow and a little tricky. You have to be a daredevil to go through the stop sign at the triangle, but maybe it happens there too. That's a problem. It's dangerous. Not just for senior citizens, but for kids on bikes, kids on scooters, kids walking to school. First problem. Second problem, on the newly redesigned Upper Raritan Avenue, and I applaud the redesign of the street. I think it's a wonderful way to slow down traffic. The problem is, and this has been pointed out on the I'm from Highland Park Facebook page by a number of posters, is that reckless drivers are now using the closed off middle lanes as passing lanes. It happened to me today, 10:30 a.m., coming back from my gym in Edison. The traffic is slowed to the 1 lane as we approach 8th, where I make my right turn to go home. And Mercedes-Benz SUV behind me, who cannot wait for me to make that turn, zoomed around me using the closed off double yellow line middle lane. It's dangerous, it's stupid, it's reckless, it's happening. On Raritan Avenue, a few weeks ago, I was crossing at 5th and Raritan, coming from the south side to the north side, and the very cheerful and helpful school crossing guard was there, and even though I didn't really need it, I appreciated that she wanted to help me across the street. We both took a step out once the light turned green, and a car zoomed right past us on Raritan heading south. We almost got our clocks squeezed. And I said to her, wow, that's crazy. How often does that happen? And she said, quote, end quote, it happens all the time. Drivers run red lights on the Raritan. It's dangerous, it's stupid, it's reckless, it happens. Lastly, on Raritan, last problem, because a bicyclist was killed by a motorist a few years ago. The motorist making a left turn onto Raritan from the north side, I think. There's now a no left turn sign on 4th where Pino's is in Raritan. My wife tells me, who drives much more around town than I do, that she sees all the time. It's happened to her several times. She's been crossing Raritan from south side to north side, and someone has made that left turn in front of her onto Raritan in blatant ignorance and violation of that no left turn. Dangerous maneuvers. So these are problems around town. What's the solution? There's one solution, Chief. Police enforcement of our traffic laws. If that means cops sitting in cars at intersections for part of their shift, that's what we have to do. You could, at Abbott and 8th, you could literally write 7 to 10 tickets an hour, depending on how fast the officer can write. On the others, you have a police car sitting somewhere in Raritan where it makes that turn going from north to south around the bend on 8th. You catch drivers speeding, you catch people doing that illegal use of the middle lane. It's the only way it's going to stop, because once you start writing tickets and people pay fines, get points, the premiums go up, they'll stop doing it. And people will talk about it in church, in synagogue, on Facebook, around town, in coffee shops, at Ellington. People will talk. This will again become, as it was when we first moved here, a high traffic enforcement town. We used to laugh when we first moved in, because we would regularly see 2 Highland Park police cars making a stop on Raritan. 2 cars for 1 driver. It's kind of funny. It seemed like over-enforcement. I can't remember the last time I saw a traffic stop at Raritan. I can't remember it. I can't remember a police car stationed in one of these neighborhoods, like ours, on the north side, trying to catch someone violating a stop sign or speeding. You just don't see them. And I'm sure they're doing valuable things. Driving around in a patrol car during the shift has a value, but we're not a high crime town. So they're not interdicting burglaries, assaults, bar fights, armed robberies. Those things don't happen here. What does happen is what I've described: dangerous motorists endangering pedestrians. Right tickets, that's the obvious solution, right tickets. It generates revenue for the town. Maybe there are state grants we could get to improve resources and personnel for those things. Unless we do something, we're just biding time until the next fatality. None of us wants to be here for that, knowing that we didn't do anything. So I know that's not, I'm not suggesting that's the intent of the board or council, but unless we take action, we're all culpable if something happens. So please, 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 let's do something about it. Thank you very much.
Thank you.
Terry, you wanted to- We have 2 attendees on Zoom, but they're
Okay, seeing none, may I have a motion to close public participation?
Second.
Roll call.
Councilmember Hill,
Yes.
Councilmember Hirsch,
Yes.
Council President Kim Cho Han,
Yes.
Councilmember Pistonik,
Yes.
Councilmember Vargas.
Yes.
I do hear you. It is a concern of all of us because traffic safety, we have had loss of life on Upper Raritan and, other incidents in town, and I'm gonna ask the chief again to take a look along with Councilmember George comes back. Just take a look at our traffic patterns and to see what else that we can do to improve lowering the speed. We did lower the speed on Upper Raritan. We would like to see the traffic speed in town reduced to 25 in the entire borough. No matter where you go, just to calm the traffic and keep people safe. So people can, it's a walkable town and we need people to be able to walk freely and without fear. So we want to look into what we can do to create more traffic calming, not only just to create that, to possibly beef up enforcement where it needs to be. Thank you for bringing that to our attention. With that said, may I have a motion to adjourn? All in favor?
Aye.
Our next meeting is scheduled for January 20th. See you all. Happy New Year. Be safe. Thanks.